Hi, everybody, and welcome to this Labor Day edition of Ask Us Anything.
And can you believe it's the 1st of September already? Yes. How fast time goes. Hey, we're Mike and Jennifer. Bo is
He's right
there, right here. Hey, Bo. Well,
we're at the picnic table, and he's as close as he can get.
He's just near his RV. He likes to be near that RV all the time when we're outside. And it's a beautiful day here in Southwest Michigan. Temperature is, are you ready for this? 71 degrees.
No wonder I'm freezing
The
to
humidity,
death.
it's going to be down in the 40s
I'm used
tonight.
to it being 90.
Upper 40s tonight.
Ooh.
That is my favorite weather. Temperatures in the 70s, all that stuff. I love it. Hey, we're glad to have you guys with us. This is awesome. Quick announcement. Well, I'll wait till everybody gets online because there's no point in me having to repeat it 5 times. So if I come back a little bit later, we'll say it. Let's say hi to some of the early people who were on there first already. Look at, I see our friend Ed Richards.
From Baton Rouge, getting excited about Pensacola. We're getting excited too, Ed, and we're looking forward to seeing you.
But don't stop in Pensacola, Ed. You got to keep going to the east because we're gathered in Navarre, not Pensacola, but close by. We're right between Destin and Pensacola in Navarre, Florida, and we can't wait. Actually, we're a little closer probably to Destin. This is our RV Lifestyle Fall Gathering, and man, I think it sold out in one day. We are really excited about it. It starts just in a little over a month, and I can't wait. And we look forward to seeing you, Ed. We haven't seen you on here lately. We were just talking about you the other day. Jennifer says, you better find Ed Richards. What's wrong with him? So, Ed, did you see we put an amateur radio space in our RV Lifestyle community? So jump on there because I know you're a ham radio operator. Sharon Childress.
Hello from Branchville, New Jersey. It ended up being a nice day for our get-together with family. Everyone helped put a new cover on the RV shelter. Awesome.
Good for you, Sharon. I saw that you are considering our next fantasy RV tour, which is a year from right now, a year from this week. Let me just go on and yes, we are going to do it. We told you last week we'd let you know as soon as we confirmed it, and we do have one. It's called the Great River Tour, and there's a link to it. You can find out more information. It's a 34-day Mississippi River Road tour. We start up in Bemidji, Minnesota, where the Mississippi River starts, and literally it's about a couple of yards wide. You can step over it.
I was going to say, I can jump over it.
You don't even have to jump. And
I can swim across, so I have bragging rights.
You can tiptoe across even without getting your feet that wet. So that starts on September 5th of 2025, a year from now. And then it ends on October 8th of 2025. You see the link that we have put on the down below, and we'll tell you all about it. But it starts in Minnesota, and it works its way all the way down to New Orleans. And I remember when we did our Maritimes tour, when we first announced that, it seemed like it was forever away. But that year really went fast, and it was great. We had such a great time on that tour that we're delighted to be doing the Mississippi. Now, this is a fantasy RV tour, but as you go to that page, you'll see it's primarily for our supporters and followers. If you are a follower of the RV Lifestyle and you watch our videos or our podcasts or on any of our social media, it's kind of for our community. And all different RVs are kind, whatever kind of RV you have, it's going to be a great trip. And we can't wait. We'll experience the music, the culture, lots of cruises on the Mississippi. We'll learn about the history. I can't wait. I really can't. It's a tour. It's been on our bucket list for 4 or 5 years.
You've been talking about it forever.
Yeah.
I wonder, could you bring a tent?
I don't know.
Could somebody?
No, you got to be self-contained. That's the only rule.
Okay.
Self-contained.
I just wondered.
Yep. So anyway,
pop into my head.
We hope you guys sign up. They do fill up, and they'll start a waiting list. And there's ways. It's these are not for everybody because they're full, pretty much all inclusive. You do buy some of your meals, but they take care of everything. All you do is drive your RV where they tell you. That's great. Anyway, check it out. We hope to see you guys. We are really excited about that. Back road trip buddy says he loves RV Lifestyle.
Thank you.
Street news now.
Hello from Los Angeles.
Hey, LA. How are you? Susie Tinknell Smith.
Greetings from Clarkston, Michigan, our old stomping grounds.
I love seeing where everybody is. Randy Dexter is there.
A good evening from North Carolina. Worked outside today and now relaxing and enjoying. Ask us anything tonight.
Randy will be with us on our RV Lifestyle Fall Gathering in Florida next month. So look forward to seeing you, Randy. And Peliquin.
Hello from West Thompson Lake Campground in Connecticut. Enjoying 3 months on the road so far. That's pretty exciting.
Doesn't it go fast, Dan? It goes by so fast. We were on the road. The last trip we did with the Maritimes, we were gone on and off close to 6 weeks, I guess. And I still think I'm in the RV when I wake up in our house in southwestern Michigan. But at any rate, good for you, Ann. Thanks for checking in with us tonight. Jeff Carey.
All right.
Zephyrils, Florida.
Good job. Looking forward to the October meetup.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. Going to be great. Inka Schultz.
Hello from Conway, South Carolina.
Hey, Inka. Love seeing where everybody's. Adrian.
We are in Savannah, Georgia, waiting to fix some issues with our Class C. I hope they have all the parts and they can fix it quickly.
Yeah, something goes wrong all the time, doesn't it? Every trip, just about, whatever you have. Becky Rathjen.
Son and wife live in Navarre. Beautiful place for camping and vacation.
It is. We are right on the sound, on Navarre Sound or Santa Rosa Sound. They call it different things, but it's just awesome. We're right there. There's a pier right on the water. And then right across the sound on a little causeway is, of course, the Islands National Seashore. And it's a national park, and it's spectacular. And it's just right outside our door, across the sound. And that's going to be fun. Sharon Childress.
We already booked the Mississippi trip for next fall. I can't wait.
And we can't wait to see you, Sharon. We haven't seen you in a couple of years, so this will be really fun. I think the last time we saw you when we did our Mississippi River gathering in Natchez. Weren't you on that one? I think you were. But anyway, this will be a really fun trip. And one of the highlights of that is we stopped.
I can't believe, because you have wanted to do this.
I did.
You have wanted this for years.
I've read a couple of books about the Mississippi River, and like Lewis and Clark, I just became really caught up with the story of its importance to our nation and the history of these little towns and the whole idea of navigating that river. And it's just, I can't wait. It's really a fascinating trip, and good music, good food. Lots of different cultures we'll be experiencing. So looking forward to seeing you. Inka Schultz.
Thanks for the Stinky Slinky review this week. I wondered if anybody would even watch that.
Yeah, people are watching it. And it was kind of, I mean, I'll put this up to you. What kind of videos would you guys like us to do? Because we do our tour videos, we do our reviews, and stuff like that, where we just talk about the products that we have found and tools and things that make it easier. We always say, well, okay, we'll do that.
I got to add before we move on, when we had our first used Class B, I said, we are camping in an outhouse. It smelled so bad. I wish I had some of that information that we have now. Because I was asking everybody, what do you do about this? It stinks.
It really did. Well, I was doing the thing that most novice RVers do is every time we got done using it, even if it was a day or two, I would empty the black tank. And
I don't think we used enough water.
And we did not use enough water. In fact, that we would not use a lot of water because, I didn't want to waste the water.
It was at an MCA rally.
An FMCA rally?
FMCA rally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we had there was a dump there that we could have used,
but also we didn't mention anything about that seal on the toilet.
The little black seal. I just replaced it on this one. Yeah.
Yeah. How often should they replace that?
As soon as it doesn't hold water, if it starts to leak water, oftentimes if you just take it out and it's not hard. It's, it's not that bad. You just take it out and you clean it off a little and put it back on. But sometimes something gets wedged in there and it,
I cannot get offended. I mean, I'm back. Our 3 kids were when they had cloth diapers.
Yeah, come on. So yeah. But anyway, thank you, Inka. I'm glad you saw it. It was fun. It's up on our YouTube channel. And I just posted this on our RV Lifestyle community. A lot of people don't know that we have a YouTube channel. Many of you even are watching us here on YouTube, and you don't know that this is just one of maybe 2 or 3 videos that we put out every week, as well as shorts. So if you're watching us on YouTube, would you make sure that you have subscribed? And we'd appreciate it. And if you're watching us on Facebook or LinkedIn or Instagram or any of the other platforms we're on, youtube.com/RV Lifestyle. Please subscribe. We would really appreciate that. But anyway, let us know what kind of videos you'd like us to do, because you're the boss. We'll do what we can. There's our friend Despina Reyes.
If you have never towed a vehicle with your Class C, is there training available to learn how to tow?
Probably.
I bet there is.
Well, I don't know of any specific for that, but first of all, I'd look on YouTube, Despina, and then you're towing with your leisure travel van, which is pretty simple. And then you want to go to a dealer, and you're going to probably you got to buy a plate so that you can have a tow bar on whatever vehicle you're towing. Ask those people if they can give you a couple of quick lessons, and I'm sure they will. It's about a half, 3/4 day job to install that plate on your RV and hook it up and all that. And if you say, okay, now show me how to do it, they'll walk you through it. Look on YouTube, and you'll find plenty of instructional videos, but nothing compares to actually going out and doing it. And I find even with this, I was very nervous about hooking it up and then unhooking it and then towing and backing up, and all that comes with experience. But you and Peter, your husband, you're not gonna have any trouble at all with it.
I gotta say that having somebody teach you, like the fifth wheel, they made me drive it, and I'm glad that I drove it.
Yeah, and you did great. You actually said it was fun.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
You just have to make wide turns.
Yeah, well, wide turns, and you know
Slow
how
down.
to use your mirrors and all that. But it's just, these are
It's
all new things,
possible.
new skills we get, and you will have no problem. And I'm sure you saw I think we had 7 leisure travel vans on our Maritimes tour, and several were towing, from small trucks to smaller RVs or smaller vehicles and smaller cars, and they all said it was a piece of cake. So you won't have any problems, Despina. So go get it. Dennis Hahn.
Hi from Perrysburg, Ohio.
Hi to you and Carol, Dennis. Hope you guys are having a good time. Jess Baldwin.
Hello from upstate New York. What a beautiful state New York is.
And Julie R.
From Chattanooga, Tennessee.
As I see it, Martin Dow is on.
Hello and greetings. Just curious if you get deals for sponsorship to all these vendors you talk about, and stay well.
Usually on Amazon, although I did get Camco has sent us a bunch of products to review. Often we give them away as gifts at our gathering. We'll be giving a bunch away this week. But on most of that stuff I buy, and then I put a link in with our Amazon affiliate, and we hope you guys use our Amazon affiliate links. We have an Amazon storefront, and it doesn't cost you anymore, but Amazon gives us a small commission on stuff that's sold, and that helps pay the expenses we have so we can do content. But normally with Amazon, you have to, I have to buy all this stuff. There's our link to our Amazon thing. And, we're always trying new things. I don't even know if I've done this yet. I don't think I've added this, but I've got everything we use. If we find an Amazon link, when we talk about it, if we review it, the good and the bad, we put a link there on it, so you can go look at that, whatever it is we're talking about.
You seem to be happy with this microphone.
Yeah, I don't know if I have. This is a new microphone I use for our laptop. It's, forgot the name of it. It's the Elgato something or other. And I'm using their new face cam too. It's not that new, but it works with our laptop.
I am really glad.
And I bought those. I don't have any connection with Elgato, and I don't know if you can buy them on Amazon or not. Facecam Pro, and I don't know what they call this. I can find out.
I'm really glad we're not using those with the foam on them. I had one an inch from my face, and you had one an inch from your face, because they collected dust.
And you were always sneezing. Yeah, she would always be running her nose.
I'm allergic to dust.
Yeah, I think you can just take them off.
Phyllis told me I could take it off and wash it, but I never got organized.
Kate Samblenet is on. Kate and Dennis.
Mm-hmm.
And Kate and Denny are still in Prince Edward Island.
I'm jealous.
So we left there 3 weeks ago yesterday.
3 weeks?
2 weeks ago.
No, it's not
2
3
weeks ago yesterday.
Yeah.
And you guys have stayed on. That's how great that Prince
But
Edward
they don't
Island
want to go
is.
back to Florida.
Yeah, they're in Naples, Florida.
Yeah,
Their
it's
home.
hot down there.
Kate and Denny, I hope you saw we got that Mississippi River tour. Hope you guys can make that. That is going to be so much fun next year.
Yeah, Prince Edward Island. We needed a few more days there.
Yeah, send more pictures, Kate and Denny. We love it. Have fun there. And do me a favor and have some more of those Prince Edward Island mussels. They were awesome. David Herman.
Hello from St. Ignace, Mackinac Bridge Walk tomorrow. That is awesome. We were supposed to do it one year when Mike worked at an NBC station in Detroit.
We were supposed to fly up in a helicopter.
They had a helicopter. They were flying us up there, and we were going to walk across the bridge. And wouldn't you know it, it was too foggy for the helicopter.
Fog sucked it in.
So we didn't get to do that. That would have been so much fun. But you have ridden your bike.
I've ridden my bike across it twice. Across it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've driven across it.
They close it usually for a bike ride, and then they close it on Labor Day for a bridge walk. It's a little over 5 miles across the Straits of Mackinac. Beautiful. Looks like you'll have great weather. Enjoy it, David. That's fun.
I wonder if Prince Edward Island, that 7.5 mile bridge, I wonder if they ever let people walk across that.
Yeah, the Confederation Bridge in Prince Edward. I don't know.
I don't know.
I bet they do.
Ride their bicycles. I don't
Probably
know.
they do a run or something. I bet.
Yeah.
Karen Horton, another one of our friends from the Maritime.
Yeah,
Store.
they're watching from Virginia Beach. We haven't been home even a week and already getting the travel itch. I can relate to that. It took me 3 days. As soon as the sheets and the towels, everything was washed, I'm like, I'm ready. But we have a really big project right now. We had to empty everything out of our office, and we picked up some different furniture. And trying to organize all that, you know.
Well, we have, I have a studio that you've seen. That's where we usually do the podcast when we're home and working out of it. It just helps. I've got multiple cameras. And then we have an office that we share. And
originally it was supposed to be mine.
It was originally supposed to be hers.
Mine.
I just like being next to you. How's that? She doesn't think
Poor
that
thing. You got to be quiet when you're.
I know.
When you're in that space.
I know. I can't make noise. But we finally got some office furniture, except it isn't working. We got to get a couple of parts for it. But
we've been waiting forever for it, and it doesn't have the right parts.
Yeah.
Maybe another 6 months or a year.
Yeah.
We've been in the house 2 years.
Anyway.
Another year we might.
But we may do a couple live things from there from time to time, do some of our interviews from there. Johnny Lightning.
Hey, everyone. Just a little late tonight. An incredibly slow campground Wi-Fi.
Johnny, your solution is Starlink. It's Starlink. I mean, that's what we're on right now, actually. Starlink. It's up on the little antennas up on the roof of the RV. Chris Mondo Biondo.
Visiting Kansas City, Kansas for the weekend. That sounds like a good place to be.
Chris and Amy are signed up for our gathering in Navarre next month.
Good.
Adrian.
Thank you. We love you too.
Thank you, Adrian. Roy Knight.
We're senior RVers, can camp cheaply.
Bureau of Land Management. Go out there. It's free. 14 days you can stay, and then you just have to move a quarter mile or whatever, not that far, I don't think. And you can stay for free. If you want to go cheap, that's about as cheap as it gets. National Park doesn't have, they're hard to get in. National Park will let you in half price if you're a senior. Get the senior pass. It's good for a lifetime. That's good.
I'm sure you've already figured out that you boondock, and then every many days as you need it, you go someplace so you can do laundry and shower and empty tanks and fill up with water, and you don't have to drive that far.
Roy, the best places that we have found are state forest campgrounds or national forests. If they have an organized campground, they're incredibly inexpensive, and many state forests will let you do dispersed camping, which is free. We have somewhere on the blog, just search free cheap campgrounds, and you'll see I've got a massive article that you can download right now that has links to all sorts of stuff. Just go to rvlifestyle.com, search for free and cheap campgrounds, and you'll find this epic article that we have there.
I don't want you to say where it was, but we found ourselves once camping in a warm weather state, and we went into this restaurant.
Oh yeah, I know what you're going to say.
And everybody was dirty.
Let's be a little more blunt. They stunk.
Yeah.
Oh, we're in this restaurant eating breakfast, and all these people came in, and they were
And
really
they were all grimy,
dirty.
dirty.
They were really dirty, and they were having like
It took us a little while to figure out everybody knew each other.
they're having like a lot of crackers, eating crackers with ketchup on it, and drinking hot water. And they all kind of knew each other. About a
Everybody
half
knew
dozen,
everybody.
dozen people maybe that wandered in, but they not only were they dirty, they really smelled.
And I have allergies. I don't smell things that easily. But then we were warned about this area.
And we found out
That
this was a homeless encampment in this
well, now
national
maybe
forest.
people are going to get mad at me for saying that they smelled.
Well, they did.
Well, they were dirty. I mean, I've just never experienced anything like that in my life. I mean,
Yeah.
I've been to third world countries.
Yeah, we
you know,
understand.
I've been all over. I'm just wasn't prepared for that.
It was not a pleasant
I
breakfast.
probably shouldn't have said anything.
I didn't eat my breakfast like that.
I don't want to get us in
You
trouble.
can't smell the bacon over the BO. But it was interesting. And then we found out that there are these. Then law enforcement people don't even know where they are. These homeless encampments. In fact, a year or so later, and I think the guy just got convicted, and he's up for death row. I think I read that story. I think that was the one. But anyway, a year ago, a couple of campers, couple driving through, they killed one of them, and we're going to kill the other. And
well, we were warned about drugs too.
A lot of drugs.
Sometimes everybody that's paranoid to boondock. This was not a good area.
Just make sure you do some asking around local, and usually check with the forest rangers or the state park rangers, and you'll find that all out. I remember that. Sharon Childress.
We did attend the first gathering on the Mississippi. That one was so much fun, wasn't it? Oh, Rachel and Wendy were both there too. We wanted to come to every other meetup, but things didn't work out. Will you be planning on doing a spring 2025 meetup?
Yes, we hope so, but we won't have the date until probably late October, early November, but we hope to do one.
Are we going to do something grand and glorious? Or?
You know what we're thinking about. I'm not going to tell you because you'll blurb it to everybody, and if that doesn't work out, then we'll have to recant. But we
have something grand, but we don't know if it'll work out.
I don't know how grand. We're planning one, Sharon, and I'll ask me when we're down in Florida. Or you're not going to be in Florida. I don't know. Well, but yes, we are planning one. Mary Heminga.
Hello from Oklahoma. Good to see you.
Good to see you, Mary. I hope we're going to see you. I think you guys are going on this Mississippi River tour next year with us too, or at least I saw you talking about it. But it's going to be fun. Susie Tinknell Smith.
I think you should cover all the basics. Not everyone is a seasoned RVer. I watched the Stinky, Slinky and got some good tips. Yeah, because everybody just expects that you know all this stuff and you don't.
Yeah, I mean, even the stuff about wearing gloves. Now, I wear a pair of
most
heavy
people
rubber gloves. Disposable gloves are what you should wear, because you really do have to also wash the other gloves or clean them off a little bit. But when you're handling a lot of water, I like the West, but I don't get it on me. But
that you know of.
That I know of. I don't. Not anymore. Now I did. In fact, if you watch the podcast this week, we will have, I don't know if I'm going to tell it or not. Somebody else has a similar story. We're going to do a story of a whole bunch of RVers that we were with up in Canada. And we got around the campfire one night and everybody was sharing their RV horror stories, the worst things that have happened to them while they were RVing. And it's pretty interesting and pretty funny, but there's lessons to be learned in every one of them. And that's going to be on the podcast on Wednesday. And obviously a couple of them involve black tanks. You'll hear about that.
And it's good to listen to that sort of thing so that you don't make those mistakes. And also, I'm sure everybody out there has done at least one silly thing, and it makes you feel better about yourself.
Yep. That's coming Wednesday. Mm-hmm. Linda Ward, another one of our friends, and she was up with us in the Maritimes.
Robbinsville, New Jersey, getting ready for our next trip to someplace on the St. Lawrence Seaway. Starlink arrived today. Haven't opened the box yet.
Wish I was an affiliate of Starlink, because I think we helped sell a bunch of Starlinks. I know 4 or 5 people on that trip, who got frustrated with bad internet and campgrounds. I mean, Starlink, for us, it worked just perfectly the whole time. Good for you.
I can't believe you haven't opened the box yet.
Yeah. Get it hooked up. Cliff Ravenscraft. Well, hello, Cliff. Hey, Cliff. We're going to set up. You don't know about. I was meant to tell you. We have a bunch of different Facebook, a bunch of different social media groups. But Cliff just started a podcast on amateur radio. Cliff's probably one of the most respected podcasters. He's probably educated more people on how to do a podcast than anybody anywhere in the country. I bought all my first gear, my equipment from him. He's a coach, a business coach now, but he just became an amateur radio operator, and he started a podcast on it, and it's awesome. And I wanted to invite you. We have an RV community. We started it off Facebook. It's right there. And check it out. And we just started a new amateur radio space. We're going to set up times that everybody can talk together and kind of stuff. But would love to see you on there. Anyway, Cliff, we'll have to talk on the radio here someday soon. I'm glad to see Cliff there. Adam from Crestview, Florida.
Hi, Adam.
And KJ Casper.
Hello from Canada. Do you feel the quality of workmanship in RVs has declined over the years?
I think it did. I think COVID, in fact, I don't think, I know with COVID in 2020, 2021, even into 2022, when this huge demand for RVs just accelerated, and the manufacturers in Elkhart, in the Elkhart area, where 85% of the RVs are made, could not get enough people in their workforce. And so they hired a lot of people in, and there were a lot of quality issues. Add to that the supply chain issues that COVID caused that took 2 years to work through. However, that is well past it now. I think the quality is definitely on the way back up in the industry. I knock on wood. I mean, we just drove 5,000 miles in that and did not have a single problem, not a single problem. In other RVs that we had that were made closer to the thing, there were a lot of little issues. So I think the good news is the quality is those either workers either left or got trained, which is good, or the industry caught up with all the complaints and have I know I get stuff every day from people in the industry talking about how quality control is shaped up and how they're trying to do this to improve things. And I think you're starting to see that. And if you ask those who've bought newer RVs, I think you'll find that too. Again, you get what you pay for. So understand that. If you buy an entry-level RV with, that's everything is stripped down, you're going to, by necessity, have more problems with that than something that's a little more money. Hope that answered your question. Don't you think that they're better? The quality's a little better from everything we've seen, all the reviews we've done? Gary Thatcher.
He says their dinette window roller shade broke. What type of blinds or shades should we consider as a replacement, or just replace the inexpensive roller shade?
Well, it depends on how long you had it, Gary. If it lasted you a long time and you were happy with it, do another one. They're not hard to replace. You just order one. You can find it on Amazon or through a dealer or your manufacturer. A lot of RVers are liking these Roman shades. How would you describe a Roman shade?
Well, I think people know what a Roman shade is.
I didn't know what they were. You said that's a Roman shade. Well, what's different about it?
Well, I like shades. I like a blackout shade. And it sounds like you had shades. So
that's on a window roller, right?
Just get a more expensive shade. Get a better quality shade and replace the shade.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too hard for you, Gary.
Yeah,
I don't know if Jennifer would let me do it because I tend to break stuff, but I think it would be easy to do. Carol Fife.
Hello from Chesterland, Ohio.
Hi, Carol. Great to see you on with us tonight. I hope you're having as nice a weather as we are. And RV Lifestyle, that's Phyllis. Thank you, Phyllis, for running all the moderation tonight. Notes that we have a whole playlist on winterizing on YouTube. Did somebody ask a question about winterizing?
Well, no, but they wanted more videos on
basic stuff.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's time to start thinking about winterizing.
It is.
Karen, so. Yep.
It is. I know the person that cut my hair, they were winterizing their RV.
Now?
Yep.
Already?
Well, the kids are back in school.
Oh, yeah. A lot of people are done camping.
And then you got kids playing sports, and it's over.
Oh, my gosh. That's the saddest thing I've heard today.
It's the saddest thing is when we winterize ours. I shouldn't.
Well, we really aren't going to winterize it this year.
You got to do something to it.
Well, we're going to keep it in a warmer climate. for those 2 or 3 months.
We're going to be up here in the north, and it's going to be
Yeah, we use ours every month of the year, so it's hard to winterize it. And if we can just keep it, in that semi-temperate thing, we're pretty good. And I am back to winterizing it. I really like the way when we blow all the lines out and we don't put antifreeze in, we just get all the water out. That's what we're going to do again this year.
Okay.
Adriana. Oh, Ann, we got you once. Ann Honea.
Howdy from Texas. We're hoping to RV in New England in October. You're going to love it. But we can't find campgrounds open after October 15th. Oh, isn't that the pits? Because they close up.
They do.
Either October 1st or October 15th. You're lucky if they stay open another week.
We noticed in the Maritimes that many were closing October 1st. One of the ones we stayed with, I think it was one on Prince Edward Island, was staying open till the 15th, but everything else was closed. In Maine, October 15th seemed to be the set off date.
Yep.
It gets colder. I mean, look, it's going to be in the 40s here in Southwest Michigan tonight. Now it's going to be back in the 80s all for the next couple of weeks. It's this glorious time of year, September and October. But campgrounds in the north do close. So in Texas, I think if you get to New England in October, you're going to be good, but you're going to probably have to come back a little south. I'd look around and up in near the Adirondacks in upstate New York. They may be open a little later there. By the way, our book on the Adirondacks, as well as our travel guide to Yellowstone, our travel guides to Michigan, all of our Florida travel guides, we have 24 books we've written now. They're all have been updated, and those of you who've ordered them, you've gotten a note so you can download the most current version. Those of you who haven't may want to order those books. Check our book on the Adirondacks, Finger Lakes of New York.
Wait. Flashing
Ladies
flash.
and gentlemen, Phyllis Cow.
Yellowstone and Adirondacks and Michigan slated to be done this week and next week. Everything else is done. But
Okay.
Yellowstone, don't buy it yet.
Okay, well, give it 3
Buy it on
weeks.
Wednesday. Buy it on Wednesday.
You can buy it, and then you can buy them, and then you'll get an update, a notice in about 2 weeks when they're updated again.
Okay, bye.
But I do urge you, and to think about upstate New York, Pennsylvania, just great camping up there. We noticed the trees were starting to change color as
They
we came
were.
back from Maine.
And I mean, we have been so disappointed. We've been in Michigan's Upper Peninsula, and they were closing everything down, and we're like, it's beautiful out.
Yeah, but I guess they go on past. It's definitely warmer longer than it ever has been before in our lifetime. But there you go. Good luck, Ann. You're going to find a good trip. Get out there though. Linda Tenbush Coleman.
No winterizing here in Florida. Getting ready for our RV season.
That's right.
That's true.
And that's where I think close to there is where I'm going to plan on keeping our RV, I think, during those cold
You're going to
months.
like to hear this. I think I'm ready to sell the condo and just RV.
I want to go.
My fear has been that we
Did you all hear
wouldn't be
that?
able to find a place.
Would somebody write this down, this quote? Really?
Yeah. I'm ready to let it go. I mean, our kids want to use it for a week, the end of the year, and we can build that in if we sell it. But I think I'm ready to let it go.
Yeah, I would rather go spend. Actually, there's a new RV park that just opened near Zion, and it's going to get pretty cold there fairly quick. But I'd like to
Bo
get there.
would love it.
Yeah, Bo would like. I'd love to get out there instead of spending all the early winter months in Florida. I'd like to move west. Anyway, you all heard her say that.
I'm ready to sell it.
Help me hold that to the gun for her, because she'll change her mind. We're going down there after our gathering in Navarre. It's only 10 miles from our condo, so we're going to go check it out. Jim Funkhauser.
Hello from 90 plus Southern Illinois. Would like to go back to Canada. You know, I think all of us would go back because now we know we got the feel of it.
Hey, maybe we should do
that.
Jim, what if we did a Canadian Maritimes? What if we did the longer one that also went into Newfoundland and Labrador, and we did it as a reunion tour in a couple of years?
We better do it quick.
Why?
Because we're getting older.
Oh,
We're all getting older.
yeah.
Like 2 years down the road. We're going 2 years down the road.
Here we go. Mark Redder.
We might not have a Bobo in 2 years. if for some reason you were to decide to RV full time, get rid of your homes, what would you change about your equipment gear, cooking, the setup, etc.? I think I would buy as good of an RV as I could afford.
Yes.
Whether that meant buying a used one.
Yes,
I would get a good RV.
Yeah, get, every brand has kind of the top of the brand, like this one is a Montana. It's probably the top of the Keystone RV brand. You have like Brinkley, which is probably got the most buzz going on about quality for fifth wheels. You've got Grand Design. You got Alliance RV for fifth wheels. Those are all pretty high-end units. You can find much cheaper ones, but if you're going to full-time, you want one that's got all the amenities. Now, we just added a washer dryer to the Montana, and it made all the difference in the world on this trip that we just did, this 5-week trip that we did off to the Maritimes, or 6 weeks or whatever we were gone. 6 weeks we were gone.
It's an expensive luxury, but I did like it.
It's not that expensive. I mean, it is. It's about $1,000 for this thing. You had somebody to put it in, but we used this thing. It was so nice because you'd go into a campground and everybody would rush to the washers and dryers, and you'd have to spend the whole day there waiting because there were never enough washer and dryers at the campground for everybody that was there. And we just would turn ours on, and you can only do small loads, right?
And it's just come to me that when you have clothes in a washer or a dryer, there should be some kind of system where your lot number, so that if you get sidetracked and you forget to come back and get your clothes.
At a laundromat, yeah.
I'm talking about at the campgrounds.
Yeah.
So that
hey,
your washer's
lot 62 is done and they're not here.
Yeah. So that you could go knock on the rig and say, hey guys, can you come get your stuff? Because you're really not comfortable pulling somebody else's clothes
But as
out.
to Mark, would you change anything about what we have in here? What would you get differently?
Get the most comfortable mattress that you can get.
Mm-hmm. Brooklyn bedding, RV mattress is the one we use for.
It's very nice.
Yep.
And be prepared for things to break. And if big things break, be prepared. Make sure you have enough money that you can stay in a hotel room, a relative's or somebody's place, if it has to go in for extended service.
I think, Mark, more than changing gear, what I would urge you to do is to take a couple of courses about maintaining an RV.
Yes.
And we really recommend the Phyllis. I don't know. Oh, okay. Tell them about the great price.
You tell them about the great price.
It's the RV Training Institute, and we really like these guys. They train a lot of RV techs, but they'll also train consumers. They even have a couple of courses you can go down to.
They
Texas.
have wanted to train us.
And well, we
couldn't give up. We couldn't give up 6 months.
If you get rid of the condo, we could go. It's only 2-week course.
I know, but for us, 6 months. We're a little slow.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. But it's only
to get trained.
Oh, we
need longer than 2 weeks.
Oh, we need 2 weeks. I got you. We have to take it over and over again. But go to our RV Lifestyle Partners and you can see it. RV Training, RVTI, I think that, or RVTA. You'll see it. They have fabulous courses that you can do on your own time that will teach you the basic maintenance things that you need to do. I mean, little things like if you have to replace a water pump, which goes out often on RVs, not often, but I mean enough that you should probably carry a spare one, or you can order one and have it shipped to you really nice.
So I think we give away one in Florida and then we save one for our next.
Yeah, we have one. We'll be giving one to those of you guys who are going to be with us at our meetup in Florida in a month. We're giving one away there as one of our prizes. But that's what I would recommend. It's as nothing, and we've kind of added everything that we need on this thing now. But I would, if I was going to go full time, I would want to have a lot more skills in maintaining and repairing and doing the stuff myself for that RV. So there. All right, we got time for a couple more here. Rebecca, I'm getting cold. Are you getting cold?
No.
Oh. Okay, I guess we got time for more. Rebecca Green.
I'm boondocking all winter this year in Michigan. I have a solid system to plug into for heat. Should I also put in a small wood stove?
She's up camping in a Ford Econoline van.
Whoa.
Small solar system. I would not do a wood stove in a van. Really? You're going to heat that van up
I would be terrified.
Yeah, I would,
RVs go up in flames like
yeah.
in a second. I mean, don't even get out the fire
If
extinguisher.
you have a
Run for your
solar,
life.
I don't know where you're going to, hopefully you're camping with electricity. You can get by with just a, you know, a little ceramic heater in a van that'll keep you pretty warm. Yeah,
We don't have a lot of
I
sun in
sure
Michigan.
would not boondock all winter long in a van. Now, maybe I would have 20 years ago, but I would not. Dawn R.
You know what else is nice to have? A leaf blower. You are right, Dawn. Thank you for pointing that out.
Yeah, to blow the
Yes.
leaves off your roof, off your, if you have a slide out, blow them off on your slide out before you hook it up. Yeah, I didn't.
Hey,
I didn't do that the other day.
Room. We
Yeah.
could take a leaf blower. This is the
Yeah.
bad part about having so much room. We could take half of what we own.
I have that right there. There's a big space
Well, we got a
pass through space. Yeah.
leaf blower we could take.
Hey, we can continue this conversation a lot on our community, and we invite you guys, if you have not joined, to do so. Community.rvlifestyle.com. Y'all should know that the community is off Facebook. It's not part of Facebook. We have a huge Facebook group, 440,000+ members. But you know what happens in Facebook? There are just a tiny, tiny fraction of the people get nasty or snide or ridicule or cause trouble. Just a tiny fraction. But when you have a 440,000 members, that tiny fraction is why we have 8 moderators who are on shifts all around the clock trying to keep things civil. That nastiness and that craziness and how Facebook's algorithm disappears posts. You see something you want, and you go, oh, I got to show Jennifer that. And you go back and you never can find it. That's part of the Facebook issues that we just got fed up with. So we're going to keep our RV Facebook group. That's not going to go away, but we started this group, community.rvlifestyle.com.
And we started it because we believe there's no such thing as a stupid question.
There is not. And sometimes people ask things, you know, and people are just nasty to them, or they think they're being funny and they're not, you know. None of that happens in our group.
And on Facebook, they're more apt to tell you it is a stupid question.
Yes, they are. They are.
And they might make comments about you as well.
Yeah. So if you're looking to continue any of these things we're talking about, just head on over there and go for there. That'd be great. And again, last thing before we go, we have decided we're going to do another fantasy RV tour. This is for RV lifestyle community, for all of our community members. It's going to be the Great River Tour. We'll start it on September 5th, 2025. We'll go to October 8th of 2025. We will do, I think it's 33 nights on the road from Minnesota, where the river's that wide, all the way down to New Orleans, where it dumps into the river. And it's going to be an awesome tour. Please check that out. We would love to have you join Jen and I. It's run by Fantasy RV Tours. We're just along for the ride.
We don't do anything except
we don't do anything except smile and greet you guys and hang out with you and do videos. We like to do video on it. So
yeah,
whatever we do in our life, you know, we share it. So, oh well, it wouldn't be fun if we didn't share it, right?
No, we'd be bored.
People were asking us at the thing, you're always working. And you know, how did you answer that? You said, this is what we would do if we weren't working. You know, this isn't work.
We like doing it. Sometimes, you know, you get a little tired and cranky, but most of the time it's just fun.
Yeah.
And we like to share it.
Yep.
Whatever we're doing, we like to share because we want you to come do what we do because it's fun. Or if you can't do it, we want to show you what it's like.
Yep. All right. I'm looking, it's still light out. So,
well, it's 1:45 though.
Yep. All right, we're going to get on out of here. Check the podcast that comes out Wednesday. We're going to share some fun. I shouldn't say fun because they weren't fun at the time, but RV horror stories. And thank you, Chris Mondo Biondo, for reminding everybody to hit the like button.
Hey, Chris, you got a new job. We should have Chris do that throughout the.
Yeah. Chris, just keep posting that up a lot. Yeah.
Every now and then, like about every 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's it. Hey guys, thanks a lot. It was awesome to see you all again. And we'll be back next Sunday with another Ask Us Anything podcast this Wednesday, and we'll have another YouTube video on Saturday.
I could just see it like next week we'll have an umbrella or something and we thunder and lightning and rain. You'll still want to be outside.
No, we'll go inside the RV or someplace.
Oh, where's your sense of adventure?
You can go out here. We could do a two camera
There we
shoot.
go. There we go.
All right. Love y'all. See you later.
Happy trails.